everyone. Ito na naman po ang inyong lingkod, your student teacher, Teacher Rush. And filming not for fame, but filming for you to learn. Especially to my dear students, para may mabalik-balikan sila after my discussion, because student nowadays tends to forget the discussion even though just being discussed one day ahead. No? So this also serves especially to my dear grade 7 students para may ma-review sila, not just doing online games in their phones, but also had time to study through viewing this discussion, math discussion. Especially, I will be conducting a long quiz, so those who had just screenshot without even discussion is makita nila ng video, ma-rewind sa ila kung sa akong i-discuss. So, let's proceed to my second lesson na nakandak already. And let's recap it. So, the topic is all about absolute value of a number, discussed by yours truly, Teacher Rashi. So, now what is absolute value? So, absolute value, denoted with this symbol, 2 bars or 2 parallel lines. It is the distance number between 0 and that number in the number line. And again, denoted by 2 bars. So, absolute value is talking about the distance. So, that's why it was denoted with two parallel lines, kasi it talks about it may be near or far from each other. That's why denoted with 2 bars. And later, we will also see the symbol in the number line, as it said that absolute number is found in the number line. So let's proceed. What is this number line? So, number line is a straight line extended arrowheads in both directions. So, si arrow line had a straight line. This one, straight line. At saka extended 2 arrows in both, 1 arrows in both directions. So, madaling salita, ito si arrow, don't just end there. Pwede din siyang humaba punta kahit saan or kahit anumang bilang siya umabot. And then, number line had 3 elements. The first element is it had set of positive numbers located at the right of the 0. Next, it had set of numbers located at the left of the 0. And also the last element is the 0, which is found in between of negative and positive numbers. So, ito po ang itsura niya. So, 0 in between of positive numbers on the right of the 0, negative numbers on the left of the 0. So, ito po ang itsura ng number line. Number line had straight line, 2 arrows, extended arrows, tsaka set of positive numbers on the right of the 0, set of negative numbers on the left of the 0, and the 0 itself. So 5 description a number line looks like. Straight line, 2 extended arrowheads, set of positive numbers on the right, negative numbers on the left, and 0. Now, sa nanonood ngayon, if you're looking at me, para mas ma-remember niyo po ang elements ng number line, your head, so let's say for instance, this is your head, and this head of yours will be your 0. And your right hand, if you extend your right hand like this, right, are the positive numbers. Your right hand will be the indication for positive numbers, while your left hand will be the indication for the negative numbers. So remember, your head is the 0, your right hand is the positive numbers, the left hand of yours emphasizing the negative numbers. So that's how you remember the number line. Now, since we already know what does a number line looks like, let's proceed on how to get the absolute value in a number line. So this is a number line. So here is an example on how to get the absolute value on a number line. Since we are talking that kanina na we identify na ang absolute number is talking about the distance. When we say absolute is the total distance or the exact distance of the number in the 0 and that number. So let's illustrate the example or the absolute value on a number line. So here is our problem. Distance from school to Ben's home. So when we see the word from, kung anong malapit na word sa kanya, eventually, it will become R0. Since our number line, sinabi natin kanina na our number line have 5 characteristics. So, wag muna nating i-identify si 0. Since we said earlier na 5 yung characteristic ni number line, it said there na number line is a straight line. 2 extended arrows. So, since na-identify na natin yung dalawang characteristics ni number line, we will identify R0 from the sentence or the problem. So, as you notice, kung sino yung malapit kay from, eventually, siya yung magiging 0 natin. Pwede natin i-emphasize si 0 as origin, kung saan nagsimula. So, dito, it said here, from school. So, si school yung magiging 0 natin. And it said, diba, na number line had 3 elements. Third is a 0. Kahit ano dyan, mag-alternate yan, pwede lang. So, sa right hand, or sa left hand, right ni 0, is yung mga positive numbers, diba? So, we will put the absolute sign 4. Kung ilan yung nasa right niya, yan lang yung lalagyan natin ng linya or indication ni absolute. So, ilan yung mga bahay na nasa kanan? 1. No, this is negative. Kasi sabi natin that Yung mga nasa kanan or right ni 0 or our right hand are the indication for positive numbers. So, ilan yung nasa kanan? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, dyan lang magtatapos yung positive numbers sa kanan. Dito naman tayo sa kaliwa, we said that yung mga nasa kaliwa or left hand natin is the negative signs or negative numbers. So, we will put the absolute symbol. Ilan yung nasa kaliwa or left natin? 4. So, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Since yung mga nasa left is negative, yung nasa right ay mga positive signs. So, yan ang itsura ng ating number line. Now, we will get our distance or absolute number. Since sinabi dito that we are starting from the school, yung starting line natin is dito sa school. So, ganito ang mangyayari. And, saan tayo mag-end up is from yung malapit sa to bench. So, since magsa-start tayo kay 2, 1, let's jump to Mar, let's jump to bench. So, our absolute number, absolute value is 2. So, the absolute value of bench house is equals to 2. Ganyan lang po ang itsura. Dapat ang number line may arrow, 2 arrow extended, may straight line, tsaka may positive numbers, may negative numbers sa left, and may 0. Pag kulang ng isa, hindi na po yan matatawag na number line. So, dapat yung 5 identification ng number line ay present. Straight line, 2 extended arrow, heads on both directions, 0, set of positive numbers on the right, a set of negative numbers on the left. Now, let's have another example para mas maintindihan pa natin ng maigi kung paano natin ilalagay si absolute value on a number line. So, let's have another example. Another example will be from Earl to Jack's home. So, again, number line composed of a straight line. Dapat lumagpas talaga siya sa mismong mga set of numbers. Composed of straight lines si number line, 2 arrows extended on the left, and then the 3 elements, which is we will identify si 0. Saan ba yung starting point or saan nag-originate yung distance natin. So, again, ma-identify natin si 0 kapag malapit siya ni from or siya ang susunod ni from, which is si Earl. So, Earl is here. So, dito yung 0 natin. So, our set of positive numbers are here. Walang positive set of positive numbers. So, we will just put an arrow. Indication dito ni arrow is siya yung right direction, which is kung merong bahay na nilagay dyan, maglalagay din tayo ng positive 1. Pero wala, arrow lang po. Hindi pwedeng wala si arrow kasi hindi na yan matatawag na number line. So, dapat may straight line tsaka 2 arrows in both direction. So, na-identify na natin si 0. Let's, walang positive dito, just an arrow. So, we will identify the negative or left side ni 0. Ilan ba yung nasa kaliwa ni 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8 yung nasa kaliwa ni 0. The left hand of 0 or yung left hand natin, indication ng mga negative numbers. So, dito tayo magsisimula malapit kay 0. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, at saka negative 8. So, our number line looks like this. Yung sagot natin. Now, let's identify our distance or absolute value. Ilan ba yung absolute value of Check's house? So, ilan? Kunin natin yung distance from Earl to Check's home. So, since from Earl, dito yung starting point natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the absolute value natin ay 8. Absolute value of Check's home is 8. Now, as you notice, kahit nag-jump into negative numbers yung absolute natin, our answers will always be positive. Negative numbers or sa positive numbers, our answers will always be positive. Liban na lang kung nandyan yung negative sa labas. Later, we will learn it more. So, let's proceed. Alam na natin kung paano mag-compose ng number line, right? Number line. Absolute value on a number line. So, now let's find the absolute value of the following. What is the absolute value of 3? Since, diba yung symbol ng dalawang bars are tinatawag na absolute. So, absolute value of 3. Yung pagbasa niyan. So, what is the absolute value of 3? It's positive 3. Kung ating ilalagay siya sa number line, yung absolute value na 3, 1, 2, 3. Kung ilan yung number nga nasa loob ng absolute, dun tayo mag-end up. Dun yung last point or end point ng distance natin. And also, it always starts in 0. Pag wala tayong nakikitang distance from, it always starts in 0. So, another example. Absolute value of negative 3. So, negative 3 na yung absolute value. Papunta na naman tayo dun sa negative 3. So, let's start in 0 and end up to negative 3. Kasi sabi, absolute value of negative 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Kung ilan yung jump natin, yan yung absolute value natin. So the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. Now, as you notice, kahit dito mag-jump si absolute value sa negative, the answer is still a positive. Kahit na mag-jump dito sa positive, yung answer is positive pa rin. Because absolute value will always be positive kung gagamitan natin ng number line. Pero pag ang equation is not advisable na gumamit ng number line, ito, hindi na gagamitan ng number line and the equation goes like this. Ito, if you notice, negative is outside, hindi na siya inside the absolute symbol. So, yung sagot dyan, magiging negative. So, another example, eto, nasa labas ulit yung negative. So, yung sagot natin will always be positive. Pag walang negative dito, yung sagot natin are positive. Pag may negative dito, yung sagot natin will always be negative. Now, don't be confused. Uulitin ko. Pag wala kayong nakitang negative sa labas ng absolute, yung sagot will always be positive. Pag may nakita kayong negative sa labas ng absolute, yung sagot natin will always be negative. Kung ilan yung numerong nandito, yan yung sagot. It differs lang sa signs. Kung may na-indicate dito na sign, like this one, negative, yung sagot natin is negative. So, halimbawa, absolute value of 100, diba? Mahirap na siyang ganyan. So, automatic, ilan yung number na napaloob dyan sa absolute will be the answer. So, absolute value of 100 equals 100. Now, kung may negative sa labas ng absolute value of 100, ito may negative, yung sagot natin is negative 100. So, ganyan lang po ka-easy yan. Since we understand na how to find the absolute value of the following, let's proceed to simplifying absolute value. Now, paano ba itong simplifying absolute value? Ang gagawin lang po natin is kukunin yung mga absolute value each number. So, dito, tinanong kung ilan yung absolute value ni 3. So, dito, 1, 2, 3. So, absolute value ni 3 is positive 3. So, ilan naman yung absolute value ni negative 4? Absolute value ni negative 4. And let's put it in a number line. Absolute value ni negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ang absolute value ni negative 4 is positive 4. Now, since our operation na ginamit, yung operation na pinakita dito is positive, we will just bring down the operation na ginamit. So, since it's positive or addition, i-add lang po natin to. 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. Yan na po yung sagot natin. Simplifying the absolute value, the answer is 7. Another example, Negative 53. Kukunin natin yung absolute value ni negative 53, absolute value ni negative. Ito, mahirap na po siyang i-number line kasi ang laki ng absolute value na hinihingi, 53. Pero pwede din naman na gagawan nyo pa siya ng number line. Pero advisable, wag na. Kasi pwede naman itong ma-extend si arrow at negative 7 to 53. Mahihirapan pa kayo ng mga ganyan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, understandable kung ilan yung number na napaloob sa absolute value. Yan na po yung sagot. So, pag napaloob sa absolute value, automatic, the answer will be positive kasi wala tayong nakikitang negative. So, positive palagi yung sagot pang walang negative sa labas ng absolute. So, like this one, absolute value ng negative 7 is positive 7. At may nakita kayong negative sa labas ni absolute value negative 7. So, negative yung magiging sagot. And then, since negative or indication ang negative ng minus sign, we will minus it or subtract. We will subtract 53 minus 7. So, 53 minus 7 is equals to positive 46. Now, bakit siya positive? Kasi, mas malaki yung value ni positive kumpara sa negative 7. Kaya kung what is the greater value, yun yung magiging sign natin. Kung halimbawa, baliktad yung sign, negative 53 plus 7, yung magiging sagot is negative 46. Kasi mas malaki yung sign ni negative 53 kumpara kay positive 7. Okay? That's why, don't be confused. Pag nag-minus tayo, nagsasubtract, kung ano yung malaking sign, yan yung gagamitin natin. So, positive. So, ganyan lang po yung simplifying absolute value. Now, let's have a recap. Number line have 5 characteristics. First one is a straight line. 2 extended arrowheads in both directions. The 3 elements, which is positive numbers to the right side of the 0 or our right hands. Negative set of negative numbers on the left side of the 0 or our left hand. And the 0 or our head. So the absolute value is denoted with 2 bars. Ito, 2 bars. Tapos, it talks about the distance number of the 0 and that number. So, ganyan lang po. I hope you understand my discussion and lesson today. So, if ever again you don't understand the topic, just comment down below and PM me via Messenger or Facebook or all my social media accounts. Or approach me in the school. The teacher, I don't understand your discussion or lesson, and I will let you understand it, okay? Bye. Keep on studying. Bye.